All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go, go. Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
81. Shorty.
Wentz now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
81. Here we go. Waiting.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Wentz. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wentz will keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. They don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Prescott now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw downfield. 9 to 15. Big play there on 3rd down. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now running right through it. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
81.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Hang in there now.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Forced out to his left. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Hang in there now.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
82. 82.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott from the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
Great. Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That one caught by Gibson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lion. 81. Black. Shorty.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. In for the score. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
46.
First down, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Give him 30 yards there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
From midfield, here's Wentz. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lion.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz will try again on second down. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, emphasis on ball drills because possession is...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagle...
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. Don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here's Prescott, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
46. 26.
Prescott to throw on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
26.
On first and 10, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To the air again, Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Timmy Jernigan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Go, go. There we go. Back. 120. Great.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hang
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown, as his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you...
It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On play action, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Wentz again. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Prescott on 1st down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here you go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A dump will get it up near the 35. Right yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott from the gun on third. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on third. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Great 15, great 15. 82, 82.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Run.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He's going to loft one deep left side here, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Great 15. Great 15.
Play action. Now Wentz letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Run, run. Black. There we go. Back, back. 180.
Into the red zone. Wentz steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Taco Charlton getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Run, run. 81, 81. Goal.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Prescott. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 30 yards there.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
Prescott now. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Run. Here we go. Waiting. Shorty. Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a play fake. Wentz. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett. In there to get him, his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 19. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be in.